Kakau's moved over. He's really boosted this team to the next level, and they've got a lot of young players. In fact, if the KT Heroes make it, I believe they will not only have the youngest player in Champions with Rookie, but I think they'll have the 2 youngest with Rookie and Someday, because Someday's even younger than Faker.
Well, with they would have like an average age of like 19, basically, for their team.
Crazy.
That's pretty insane. But here we go, guys. Picks and bans. Prime Optimus versus the KT Arrow. Zalulu first pick yet again, becoming quite the priority pick here in Korea and in a lot of other regions as well. Oh, Thresh Caitlyn, though, picked up for Arrow and Hachani. No Draven ban, but they're going to go with that anyway.
Well, yeah, they could have waited for Draven here, but we've talked about how Caitlyn's a good answer to Sivir anyway, and they want to mix it up a bit. Renekton here taken out against Someday, who went 8-0-9 in his last game. LeBlanc not going to be available. However, Gragas for Rookie on the table, and it's not picked up in the second rotation here by Prime.
Yep, we see that teleport already on LeBlanc, so I'd imagine that Mundo will be locked in. So the question is, okay, Lucian will be the AD carry for Zetchin.
It's fine, pretty safe lane right here, pretty even. And the Thresh, now for the first game they tried, well, we saw the Thresh and Annie banned out against the KT Arrows.
Yeah.
But this game, that's not going to be the case. They ban the Annie and they take the Thresh. Of course.
And there's that Gragas for Rookie, yeah. So comfort picks across the board. Ooh, and we may see a top lane Yasuo from Someday.
Oh, this would be exciting. I love the Yasuo play that we've been seeing in both the Champions qualifiers and in Masters.
We saw
just destroying on Yasuo earlier today.
We saw Trace play a top lane Yasuo recently as well, too.
Earlier today, 2 Yasuo games. It was pretty darn fun to see the ways in which Yasuo was used. And Yasuo won both of his games earlier today in Masters. You guys can check out the VODs if you've got some free time. And those were great games, so you definitely
They were. Yeah,
check
they were really fun.
Pantheon snapped up here for Kakao.
And will we actually see Blitzcrank from Kayul? I don't think so. I think Leona would be a much more normal pick. We might see the Nidalee, though, for support. Kind of going through a lot of different supports there. Zyra, a bit nerfed, but still playable. Janna would be an interesting choice, to say the least. I think he's just going through a few of them here.
Janna's really only useful in fast push or siege compositions. Leona, a lot more versatile.
Yeah, I mean,
champion.
Alistar would be, you'd think, a champion that Fuel would be very familiar with. They do enjoy fighting. They do enjoy the dive. You can see that locked in and down to 5 seconds. Will it be Alistar? Looks like it will. Yep, no switch. There we go. Vi chosen as well.
Last second lock in on that Vi, so they've got a lot of hard CC here. Prime definitely looking to create some picks with Alistar and Vi.
Oh yeah.
They're not going to have the largest amount of team fight damage in the late game with Lucian and Lulu.
Very true.
They have to make the picks. They've got to do the dives. Channel their inner Najin sword.
That's right. The sword must become the arrow, or the arrow must become the sword. I don't know. One of those two. Shyvana, obviously a very strong pick. Renekton is banned. We'll see what Someday decides to play.
Well, you want to play Shyvana into the Mundo.
I agree, yeah. There we go, and he will.
Easy to push in with that Blade of the Ruined King. Very standard composition, very versatile composition coming out of KT. They've got it all. Good damage, good late game, good tower pressure and siege, good diving potential, good initiation. This is just a well-rounded, perfectly meta comp for the KT Arrows.
Yeah, so the pressure is going to be on Prime to make those plays early on. That man right there, Kakao, is wanting to make sure that does not happen. We'll see.
Rookie played Gragas a lot in NLP, and I was quite impressed with his Gragas play. He's strong on that champion, and there are lineups. I mean, everything looking pretty standard. Nobody doing anything crazy, not like the Jin Air Stealth, so we saw play top Yasuo and mid Karma earlier today to great success.
Yeah, that was an awesome game. It actually worked, too. We've seen a lot of cool stuff this week. We saw that support Trundle as well.
Also a winner.
Yep, that's right. Played it great. So the guys, all right. So guys, the game is loading up. And the winner of this game, Prime Optimus or KT Arrows, will go on to take a spot in Champion Spring. And the loser will have to go on to play another game. And the nice thing is that even the person who loses this game will still be guaranteed to at least be in the wild card next Wednesday. Here we go, the KT Bullets looking on, cheering for their sister team, the Arrows, to make it into Champion Spring right now. Can they do it? Prime has to make things happen early. Let's get in the game and find out. All right, guys, here we go. Winners, Prime Optimus versus KT Arrows. And all eyes on the Prime team. We've already seen what the KT Arrows can do, but the Prime team still remains to be relatively unproven here on OGN. They've won their first game. Can they make it 2-0 tonight? Oh boy.
That was a dangerous face check with a Thresh on the map, and they're still there too.
He's laughing now.
They're 5-man moving into actually both teams with a little bit of an early game plan here.
Yeah. This is crazy. Just backing out, no wards or anything. A deep ward for Prime, but nothing for KT just yet.
KT doesn't have any wards available until minute 30.
Right.
They didn't pick up an early one like we see from Prime right here, but of course there's that concern always about Kakao, one of the very top junglers here in Korea, and keeping eyes on him is usually of the utmost importance to these teams.
Yeah. Looks like they will send Zetchin and Kuehl up to top lane for that 2v1. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is very interesting. Rookie right there. They get the pulverize. Rookie could be in a bit of trouble here. They might get the flash at least. Rookie very low. Using the body slam, not using the flash. There's Kakao. Yeah, so Rookie taking some damage. It's going to slow him down early on, but
that was actually
saved his summoners at least.
Yeah, they're going to take the buff now as a result, though. So Rookie face checking that brush could mean a red steal here. Although
this is a bit crazy here. Actually, Kuehl and Zetchin a bit caught. Zetchin flashes over there. There's a pulverize that allows Kuehl to escape, even with the ignite ticking down.
Caitlyn's here, tries to shoot a Peacemaker over, doesn't really get anything out of it. Now this has delayed the jungling a little bit. So you can see Old B already there. And
whoa, the teleport. Honlebarn coming in. They grab Zetchin, though. He's in a bit of trouble. Exhaust onto Arrow. This is insanity. Zetchin with no flash. Ninja coming in, firing a big Glitterlance through the team. And Rookie trying to go for some kills here as well. KT on the chase. Kuehl already done. There goes Ninja, the ignite, securing that one. And they grab Honlebarn as well. Mundo's tanky, but not right now. There's the flash.
Well, Rookie with a great body slam flash right there in order to pick it up. Of course, hitting those body slams at level 1, it'll have that time on the cooldown, so they were able to get quite a bit. However, Kakao is very far behind. 2 kills over to KT, but as you can see, Vi, Old B, just kind of wreaking havoc in the jungle. He gets found out by Someday.
He does.
Someday's only level 1, though. He can't fight a level 3 Vi with double buffs.
That's going to make Vi pretty dangerous, but some craziness already in this game.
Well, that was a very interesting teleport from Mundo. I have to, I admire the balls on Prime to try something like that. It wasn't successful, but it was a bold gamble.
I'm telling you, man, I am not surprised that we see a Prime ball team playing like this. This is pretty much exactly how I imagined it. To know this organization, know how their players play in other games, I think you're just seeing the team mentality here, and I think that's awesome.
Well, there's some traps going down near the turret. There's a pretty big advantage for the KT Arrows duo lane right now, getting a couple of assists and having an XP edge.
Whoa, Old B coming in on the Hachani.
That play. Super careful about this Vi right now. She's in a much better place than Kakao.
That's for sure. Zetchin a little bit low on health, otherwise they may have thought of going in on that one. Double Doran's rings now for Rookie, so he's going to have a lot of extra punch in that mid lane.
Kakao's got a lot of problems. I mean, he got both of his buffs stolen.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing that's good about what Prime did is even though they engaged into that fight and lost it, OPTIMUS was doing a lot. He did a lot of work in the jungle, and if your goal is to shut down Kakao early on, I mean, mission successful. Kakao did manage to pick up the red buff from the other side of the map, but
right.
That's it.
That's something. So, Rookie just farming in the mid lane. He's in good shape for that. Double Doran's rings now coming out for Ninja as well, so they should still be fairly even. That ward will keep Ninja safe there.
They're really trying to do something with this. He's going to have to wait for a while, though. They have a ward in the brush. They know there are no wards in that first lane brush.
Yeah. And Huel making sure that those minions stay as healed as possible so they can push this lane up.
Yeah, there's no way, though. The wave came at a little bit of the wrong time, so he can't sneak into that brush very effectively. Kakao on the other side of the map right now, just throwing
Oh, they're going to go in on this one. Arrow taking some damage. They got the pulverize off, so they did trade well. Not too bad.
A little bit dangerous.
Yeah.
But Kakao doing a fair bit of counter jungling at the moment.
Yeah.
While he goes through and helps to protect his bot laner.
Well, he's catching up. He's only one level down now. And he does have that assist, too, so he's not as bad off on gold as you might think he is.
Yeah, it's really just the slow speed of his clear.
Yeah.
That can cause some issues, but he's managed to at least mitigate that by having the early counter jungling and realizing that he was able to put on pressure and get the red buff in that way.
Yep. Someday putting some damage onto that bottom turret. Ooh, Ninja takes a big barrel hit. Still got plenty of mana for now, but Rookie's looking pretty good. That mid lane, I think, is going to be going towards KT's favor for now.
Okay, well. Yeah, this is a bit dangerous now. Arrow just trying to farm up from a distance.
Yep.
Still, actually, Hanlebong has been able to come back nicely against Sunday right here in terms of CS.
Yeah.
Considering he was a tad bit late to lane due to the teleport shenanigans that happened at level 1.
Oh, explosive cast knocks away OPTIMUS. That was a close one.
That was not very well coordinated.
Yeah, they get the flash, though, so that's not bad. All right. Worked out okay. So little minute advantages for
yeah, but
KT.
not knocking Vi back away from the, having the stun come in and then knocking her away is just not ideal. So they could have set up that gank a lot better.
Right.
A little bit of miscoordination about who is going to use abilities and win.
So OP looking at the blue leader.
Okay, everybody going back now. So not too exciting. Both of our junglers doing fairly well, but OPTIMUS has that XP edge still, and so he'll be hitting 6 first, and he needs to make the most of that because he will have the ultimate advantage while Kakao is still going to be jungling if he keeps on clearing out his camps.
Yeah.
And he's going to get the second red as we speak, and that's going to put him in a very close position. Gragas is probably going to be the best target for him to go after if he can get behind the top lane, or duo lane, I should say, in this case.
Now, Rookie still has flash, so it won't be super easy, but probably his best option.
He's actually going back now. Let's see what he picks up. Just a longsword and some wards.
Okay.
So he may have actually blown his chance to get a timing here before Kakao hits 6 on a gank. Interesting stuff, though. He's moving up into the top lane with his duo.
Try to maybe go for something onto Arrow and Hachani. We'll see. Arrow pulling ahead in CS a little bit, and having those 2 assists helps as well. Able to afford that extra ward. Yeah, Arrow's still just farming, still trying to hit level 6. And like you said, not a bad opportunity. Hachani tries for the death sentence. But there's a ward right there. They see old B come in. And
Kakao still is at 6, though. He's also very low. Now he hits 6, but he's at 50% HP.
Do you think this is something that Prime may want to dive?
They are probably scared, too, because they can't see Pantheon. Assume he's 6, and he may be at full health and mana, even though he's not. So with the information we have, I can say, well, yeah, dive might be a good idea. But with the information that Prime has, not so much.
And Hachani actually using his lantern to try to...
they know he's there, though.
Exactly.
Kakao deciding what he's going to do. Switches out for Lens right there. Rookie pushing Lulu in just a little bit. And now he's going to try to make a play down here, probably for the around the dragon. And OldB will back out after waiting around for quite some time up in top.
That's about it, yeah. It's a fairly even game so far, with maybe a slight edge over to KT at the moment, but that could change. One sweeper ward already for KT. Kakao picking that one up. Try to get that advantage. Dragon is going to be an objective that they may want in the near future here.
Well, I know the blue handoff's happening right now, but they don't try and do anything. They just try and get some more vision control as a result of it. Was clear out a ward right in the river, and they are going to make a move.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So a dragon from the KT arrows.
This too. OldB is on the top part of the map, so they've got to do something about this.
Yeah. Will we see that all in?
No
Oh,
ward.
he's going to walk right into the trap, though. Nice trap for Arrow. They're still going to go all in anyway. This is Prime, man. Arrow backing off. They got the ultimate. He's under turret. Arrow just getting knocked around. No chance to really even kite. Hachani pulls in OldB, but the minions still tanking those turret hits. Zetchin a little bit low. Oh, and it's a double kill for Zetchin. Looking okay. Ninja, meanwhile, in trouble himself. Rookie comes in. The wild growth keeps Ninja alive. Really nice dive. Risky, but hey, it paid off.
Yeah, they're going back right now, actually. A bit surprising they're not pushing that turret harder, especially since Kakao is very low, so he can't do anything like Grand Skyfall in to save it. They're happy with the kills they got, though. They have kept things relatively even by catching back up in terms of the kill score.
Well, it's more of what we saw, in their first game. They're willing to just get those kills and leave it at that.
That's a little weird play, but it's definitely unique to them. They're happy just to continuously dive and hold off on taking the towers until later in the game.
Yep. That said, KT still has a little bit of a gold lead overall because of the CS, largely because of the CS lead for Rookie in the mid lane. So the game's still pretty even at
and
this
the
point.
dragon they got as well.
Exactly, yeah. So still an even game. Someday pulling ahead quite a bit in that.
Well, there is a bit of a CS deficit for the KT Arrows due to the relic shield too. So that's where some of that gold is also coming from to help Prime stay in this in terms of gold advantage, global gold. And honestly, Someday should be winning this lane a little bit harder than he is. He's nearly completed his Blade of the Ruined King right now. They do have some kill pressure down there if Pantheon would choose to ult in. Kakao is yet to really make a play with Grand Skyfall.
Yeah, he's had to spend so much time catching up. He's still a level down on OldB. No boots. OldB has boots. That's what B stands for.
Old boots?
Old boots. That's right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, Kakao coming down the bot lane now. And Someday going hard onto Hanlabong, trying to maybe bait something with the huge minion wave. He's just going to be able to keep pushing. Oh, and they're bringing Rookie down too. It's going to be a three-man dive. Hanlabong knows, though. He's got that sense tingling. OldB and Ninja on the way. There's a flash. Hanlabong trying to run away. Pops his ultimate. Looks like they're going to go for the turret, but here comes Ninja and OldB. This could be dangerous for KT. They have to back off.
Really good risk management there by KT Arrows. They make the play. They don't commit to it as soon as they realize that the mid laner and the jungler are nowhere to be found, right? And so it was 2-50-50.
Ooh, Hachani nearly getting called.
And that's what good teams do in League of Legends. If you try and be aggressive, you try and force a situation where your opponent has to react to you, and if you don't see them reacting, then you go for it. But if there's that 50-50 or even a 60-40, just go ahead and back off. It's not like Prime got anything out of that. They didn't get farm in the mid lane, they didn't get farm in the jungle, they had to send just as many people down to deal with that, so everything ended up even, but the KT Arrows had a higher chance of getting an advantage.
Oh, there's a box of Grand Skyfall coming in. Kakao making his move. The flash after the dash gets Zetchin away, but Kuhl's still in a little bit of trouble. The Peacemaker doesn't connect, and it looks like they'll make it out. Kakao just not quite timing that properly, and that is going to leave the bot lane turret
in the
open.
bot lane. Yeah, that is not good. Oldby with a good gank down there.
Wow.
In order to set that up, we'll have to see how that happened. I'm actually surprised that Hanlabong was able to deal enough damage to pull that kill out.
It's just amazing just how scrappy the Prime team is.
So aggro. That was it. So he was just getting hit under turret while he was trying to kill the bottom tower. And they will get a tower instead. So a big mistake from Sunday, over committing to that without full knowledge of where the enemy jungler was.
Wow. So already, Prime Optimus really putting up a fight against the KT Arrows.
Yeah, they look much better than they did in their first game. But I think that this is the point in the game where the KT Arrows are really going to start shining. This is where top-tier professional teams can make a large difference with those rotations, with the decision-making about when and how to contest objectives.
That is generally what you see as the veteran teams. You know, they may have a close early game, but it's about this time, 15 to like 25 minutes, where a veteran team will start to do those veteran things that'll get them back in the game.
Right, and that's just the difference between solo queue. In solo queue, the laning phase, so a lot of teams around the world in League of Legends can hang with each other in terms of solo queue. The big differences come in after a couple towers go down, and then how do you play the map in that circumstance?
Exactly.
How do you communicate with each other to make sure that you're all there at the right time? How do you set up your team fights in terms of planning before they're actually executed?
Yep. Very true. So KT going to be able to take their second turret of the game. Getting that top lane one. Only the mid lane outer turret remains for KT to knock down to get all three of those.
Dragon up at 25, however, and that'll prompt Arrow and Hachani to make a beeline straight for the pit. They are going to be there in time, but not in time to set up some wards. Rookie just tossing out some barrels, but
this could be a big team fight.
It very well could be.
We'll see.
Kakao there.
Kakao's got his ult
on him. He's got his ult. They've got good engage.
They see Rookie in that river brush too. They have a ward there as well. And here we go. Headbutt pulverized. Hachani gets absolutely caught, and that is disaster for the KT Arrows. Just way out of position, and now this Dragon could be easy pickings.
Yeah, we talked about the composition coming in from Prime and how they were really good at creating picks, and they got what they needed to take an objective right there. Prime knowing that they had to make a pick before they went for it, just because KT probably a little bit stronger in the 5v5.
Yeah, not the 5v4 though.
Yeah, they just nailed down Hachani with a chain CC. Good job from Prime, and they're up in this game.
Yeah, they are. Up in kills, up in goals, not up in turrets yet, but they can keep making picks like that. They'll be in good shape. So 2 sweeping lenses now on the KT side of things. You can see Rookie and Kakao both have them.
Yeah, they know a ward was just placed down right there, so. All right, Rookie. Back to just wave clearing. He's actually managed to take a CS lead in this lane, which is a bit surprising. But he did have that early kill to help bolster his items in this game. So Arrow and Hachani actually sticking around in this top lane right now. They're not swapping Shyvana over. They really want Shyvana with the Mundo because she will be able to.
Oh, Arrow gets caught by Q. You need to be so careful with that. Right now, the items are pretty even, but still a little bit in the favor of Prime.
Yeah,
so I don't think they want to 2v2 that. Oh no.
Here
Old
comes
boy right
Gragas as well. So Rookie in for the lane gank.
Oh, that's what they wanted. Kill got grabbed, but he wants to be in there. Going in onto Arrow. There's a 2-man pulverize because here comes Vi. Oh wow, Rookie just gets annihilated. Makes it out though on the lantern, and then Hachani comes back to block the culling. Nice support play from Hachani. Really saved that gank, but they're going to have to give up the turret probably.
Well, let's see if Lulu Ninja here in the mid lane can take that tower instead.
Yeah.
We do see that Sunday has been just shoving this Mundo in. That's what he has to do right now in order to prevent any possible teleport play. Rookie needs to go clear this out. Not too much damage on the mid lane turrets so far, but...
The flashes, avoids the Vault Breaker, avoids the Lulu ultimate, but can't avoid death. Ninja gets that kill.
Prime Optimus really playing this out nicely. They seem to have settled down. Maybe they had some early game jitters.
Yeah, well, they're still being hyper-aggressive, but they're being smart about it. Again, just not really worried about turrets. Just wants to get kills, and they're getting them.
Well, if you get kills, eventually an objective will open up. It's not the most efficient way to get them, and they are very passive when it comes to pushing too far down the lane by themselves. They almost, if we watch their movements, will never push to a tower unless there's a dive incoming to help back them up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really incredible to look at these stats. The arrows look so strong. And, you know, even if they lose this game, they still have a chance to make it out. But what a huge statement it would be for
it would be a large
Prime
upset.
Optimus. Yeah, it would be a huge upset. Zetchin coming back to lane, 3-0-0. Huel 0-1-3. And they are a bot lane to be reckoned with.
Okay, we'll see if they can actually get the turret on this push. It doesn't have very much HP, but again, they just back off. They refuse to push things all the way down.
Yeah.
But Zetchin is really strong right now, already having those 3 kills. He's inching closer to that Trinity Force. He's got a lot of CS2 because of Huel and the shield, the Relic shield. So he's ahead of Caitlyn at this point. In creep score as well.
This is tense. This is not the game I was expecting, but I'm really happy we're seeing it. It's turned a little bit of trouble here. The play, he flashes in for the pulverize on Arrow. How aggro can these guys be? Man, they get the turret.
That was a really nice play by Hachani to flash Lantern Arrow out, however.
Yeah, totally.
And you'll, again, see they don't pressure turret unless there's a dive coming. Vi was there immediately to back them up if necessary.
Yep.
They try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They get a tower, though, and they extend their lead just a hair.
Yep.
Window and Shyvana just continuing to play on an island here in the bottom lane.
Dragon back in about 1:30, and that is another objective that we know Prime's going to be interested in making sure they take. So what kind of moves are we going to see before that Dragon comes up? Ninja already trying to push that mid lane, but it's tough against Gragas. He's got a lot of wave clear.
Okay, well there they go, clearing out the wave. They see who gets the actual pink wards down around this Dragon first. Plenty of time to recall at the moment.
Well, so far Prime with a couple pinks in the vicinity of the Dragon Pit, but not really giving them any vision over it directly.
Yeah, those will, they need to defend those now or they will get cleared out. However, with Zetchin coming back up into the top lane right now, he's going to recall just to make sure he could be there at the Dragon in time.
I bet he's going to pick the Phage too. We'll see if he has enough. Yep, there we go. Yep, grab the Phage, so just a zeal and a little bit of money away from that Trinity Force.
A lot of wards down for Prime already. They're starting to lay them down a little bit in advance. Caitlyn may be late for this.
Rename her Latelyn.
Latelyn.
Can she get back in time? Even sat at the fountain for a little bit. Going towards that static Shiv, it looks like.
They're not showing Cacao. You'll notice right now that they haven't shown him at all. They don't want to give that information. He's just standing in that brush waiting to ult, and they had, even though the pink ward was in there, they had Shyvana clear out the ward so that Cacao could remain hidden. Now he gets seen as he moves out a little bit.
They're going for it. Huel comes in, coming in hard. Oh, gets grabbed by Hachani though. There's the play as well.
Oh, that's a very important ult to get out early. They put some damage down onto Lulu as well. Now they can just wait for this ult to be done.
I think so.
Prime is maybe in trouble in this fight. I don't know if they should do this anymore.
They might have made a mistake here. They're going to chase Han Labong away there. Rookie tosses another barrel in the fight.
Cacao is looking for that ult.
Yep, that's right.
It's scary too for Prime because they can't see when he's going to use it.
Yeah.
They cleared the vision with the lenses on the high ground.
And Arrow actually activates Dragon. They're going to try to go for this, maybe trying to bait Prime into a fight. There's the grab. They couldn't quite hit it. Huel waiting for an opportunity. Doesn't have the flash. He would have to headbutt Pulverize in. Dragon goes back to roost. And Arrow on the outside, laying down that wall of traps, just poking away at Hanlabong. There we go. Huel comes in, gets a big grab. There's the box to try to protect the team, and Hachani taking a lot of damage from the culling. Ninja capitalizes on that. for the kill. Arrow has to go over the wall. Handelblock taking damage, but who cares? It's Mundo. He's going to get all that health back. Dragon taking some hits as well. They push Rookie out. Grand Skyfall coming in. They take down Someday. And here's Kakao. Can he make a difference? No! He gets evaporated. A double kill for Old B. And Prime Optimus just stomps this Dragon fight.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. The Thresh engage was particularly poor by Hachani right there, which eliminated the advantage of having already drawn out the Alistair ultimate.
Yeah.
He missed his death sentence. He activated box way too early. But also, Kuehl got a really clutch exhaust down onto Arrow.
That's right.
I'm interested to see that one again.
Well, as it is, Prime, 4,000 gold ahead now. Things just keep going in their favor. Ooh.
Johnny can't quite delay that recall long enough. Instead, they'll have to content themselves with getting a pink ward. So yeah, if we look at this right here, Johnny gets caught out, and then knocked backwards, and then that box was just, it was just awful. And then the poking from Culling and Lulu comes through, eliminates Johnny from the fight. And then there's only Someday right there kind of trying to zone out that line. Kakao attempts to ultimate right here, but he's too late. Someday is squishy at the moment due to the fact that he has the Blade of the Ruin King.
Old B saved his ultimate for when Kakao came in and just immediately grabbed him when he came down. Really, really nicely done by Prime.
Yeah, that did eliminate a lot of the potential damage.
Yeah.
To come out of Kakao, and Old B very far ahead right now, 3-0 and 4.
Now they're going to jump on Kuehl here. Have they caught him out though? Rookie trying to do some damage. They pulverize Kakao away, or headbutt him away rather. Old B has to flash. Wild Girl will teleport alive. Yeah, they're in a little bit of trouble here.
That's not a good port.
No, it's not where you want to be. So they're going to give some kills back over. Prime in trouble now. Arrow grabs that one. And this game remains close.
Wow, that teleport, man. It should have been canceled. Kuehl got caught out a little bit right there. I want to see the setup for that one because we were busy watching the last replay, but now a mid lane tower. Focused down by the KT Arrows, not quite able to get it.
Kakao had to move out. He was low enough that Ninja probably could have bursted him down if he would have hit him with that glitter lance. That E becomes such a nice execute for Lulu once she gets some AP.
Yeah, there's just not enough tankiness right now on the KT Arrows compared to what we're seeing from Prime. Obviously, Old B has that Randuin's, which is a huge lead onto Kakao. And since the blade was built from Someday.
Oh, it's Baron time. They're going for it. Prime taking huge risks. I think so. Kakao waiting to use that ultimate.
KT knows he doesn't have a lot of HP, though. This is very dicey. They are converging out. They do have that red side Gragas.
Here we go. Baron a bit low. Can they steal it? No, they can't. Baron taken by Old B and Kakao. Just can't go in. This Prime team, man, the risks they take.
That was a great headbutt by Kuehl. He's really doing a good job for the most part this game. He got picked right there, but they managed to actually turn a lost team fight into a Baron.
Yeah.
That's some great map awareness from Prime, and they're demonstrating a lot of skill here.
Prime Optimus may actually be the Dark Knight team that we'll have to watch out for in Champion Spring, because it sure looks like they're going to take this game. It's not over yet, but KT is going to have to really pull some fancy magic tricks to get back into this one.
Wow, I bet Gerard is really happy with this game.
No kidding, I'd be too. Pretty good. Well, they continue to roll on, doing a little bit of damage to that inhibitor turret before backing off, but now Baron powered. This is exactly what Prime wants. They want to have that advantage in the fights.
Well, they've got a substantial lead, which they need just because, again, their composition doesn't do the most damage late.
And there are the Prime coaches right now.
No smiles on their faces yet. They wait until the Nexus blows up.
That's right. Gerard was the one in the red and white shirt there. Head coach for Prime. And so.
Yeah, Hachani is really not, he's been really hit or miss. He's had some good saves with the Lantern, but he's also been out of position and over-eager with his abilities at times.
Yeah.
So it has cost them when they would have otherwise had an advantage, but that advantage squarely in Prime's corner now.
Yeah, that rough game for Hachani really
Someday
hurt.
they didn't really push the advantage with Shyvana versus Mundo as well as they could have. And also giving up that kill in lane was pretty devastating.
Yeah. Huel just clearing out wards as best he can. They're doing a good job of maintaining vision over the map too. Look at all the pink wards out. They have 4 out of their 5 on the map right now. And all those green wards, all those stealth wards. This is what you want to see in the later stages of the game. You mentioned it earlier, they really have calmed down since the first game we saw them, and they're playing much more methodically, still very aggressive, but in a much more intelligent way. Oh, there goes mid turret.
That was a good split push, actually, considering they do have the global in case it's needed. And also because this Pantheon is just not particularly tanky yet, he is able to actually deal decent damage to these turrets and clear the wave with the Spirit of the Elder Lizard and Heartseeker Strike. They also have the wards to tell if anybody's rotating.
Yep.
Now, playing a little bit risky right here, but they see everything that's going on. Lots of pings going down. They've got eyes on all the members. Dragon is up, and that'll be taken by Prime. Ninja comes
I love
over.
those dragons. You know, the thing is, Kakao can just always ult out when he gets in trouble.
Yeah, he can. It's true. Well, as long as there's no hard CC.
That's I mean, the thing is that he hasn't really been able to make anything happen with his ult because he's so squishy, but he can split push and then escape.
Yeah, as long as there's no hard CC on him, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's
if they send
that's
Lulu,
always kind of the assumption, right?
If they send Lulu over there with Whimsy, it'll be a little harder.
Yeah. Hard to use any ability in the game when you are a hard CC.
When you're a squirrel.
That's true. Or a cupcake or whatever. The wolves are dead. They've been punched to death by Vi.
This is where we need to see Prime be a little more decisive about closing out an advantage, just because they were so shaky in doing that in their first game. And if you give KT Arrows enough time to get back into this, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, they still are a very strong late game comp, so there is that risk out there.
Definitely, and at a certain point, this Caitlyn will outscale this Lucian.
Yeah. Here we go. Face check in the bush. Go gets grabbed. Take out that pink ward. Ninja chasing down Kakao. Oh, that damage. A lot of damage coming in from Lulu right now.
Lichbane does quite a bit.
Again, yeah. They're just going to take that turret. No big deal. Someday, Recall who's in the bot lane. Huel comes in, just keeps zoning. Doesn't really worry about killing off Arrow. And there's another turret, 5-3 right now in favor of Prime. And now they're going for this objective. Now they want to just put on that pressure that the Arrows just can't deal with.
Here they go back into the jungle right now, trying to reclaim some of that vision, trying to get that blue buff on their side. They need that on Rookie so that he can have some decent wave clear.
Yeah.
And he will be able to pick that up. Hanlabong going back into the bottom lane just to push this wave, reverse the pressure. He's got the teleport in case he needs it. Baron in 1:40.
Yep. And you can be sure Prime will be all over that one.
I'm not sure about this Locket rush on Kakao afterwards either. He really just needs to survive and be a threat to the back line. And Locket, it will get him blown up quicker. And then that aura buff is just of no use to his team.
Oh, Huel getting an item that we almost never see, going all the way up to face of the mountain with that relic shield. Eventually, relic shield into targets into face of the mountain. Now he's got mountain face.
He does indeed.
I think that's actually the first time we've seen someone completely finish that.
We've seen it once or twice before, but
it's not often. Huel gets grabbed again. Not too worried about it. I think we're going to see kind of a little bit of a lull in the action until Baron comes up, and you know, we're already seeing Prime sort of get into position to sort of defend that Baron.
Very good wards by Prime so far.
Yeah.
Look how deep they go. They're at every intersection in this jungle. There is nothing they can't see.
Yep, that's right. And Hanlabong, of course, always available to teleport in. KT, they may just rush down the mid lane. Just pulling Prime away.
No, they need to put pressure on the mid lane so that they have a chance to clear some of these wards. And they will get a couple of them right there putting down their own things, but it's a delicate dance. And the two globals trying to do what they can right here, but this Mundo is just really tanky right now. Fortunately, some of that true damage from Spirit of the Elder Lizard is going to help deal with him.
Yeah, that'll help a bit. And Old B and the rest of Prime immediately coming back and clearing out some of those wards themselves again. A little bit of damage on that bot turret. Hanlebong also needs to be aware that he needs to be in a position where he won't have his teleport stopped as well.
Yeah, that's dangerous. And he is trying to back off just a little bit, but Kakao can get to him really quickly with his W.
Yeah. Well, Kakao's a good choice to stop the split push and also prevent that thing. But now Kakao goes back. Oh boy. I mean, Kuehl did go back as well, but he's already back to Baron Pit. This is a dangerous moment, using that home guard to try to get back in time.
Yeah, he didn't pick up much there besides the home guard, and not a lot of advantage, but the team just checking constantly with their abilities over the wall to the Baron Pit. The thing about it is Prime can't do this. We've talked about that threat from red side Gragas, and he'll be able to deal more damage than Smite.
Yeah.
Thresh goes back to base as well. They just need more wards, so home guard onto the boots of mobility, and he'll rocket right out of the base.
Everybody's kind of taking their turn to go get home guard, it seems like. They could use a few of them. Meanwhile, the lane's pushing Prime's favor on Sunday. Not sure if he meant to just headbutt him back or if he missed the pulverize there. Didn't quite get to see it. Oh, Vi goes way deep onto Arrow, but a little bit too far behind enemy lines. Is this going to work out for Prime? Nice Lulu ultimate, and now Kakao is coming in. Can he make something out of it someday? Getting deep into the back lines, and Old Boy changing, going in onto Rookie in a bit of trouble, Rookie and Arrow. Oh, but Hanlebong gets pulled back by Hachani. Nice play there, but that doesn't stop Zetchin from doing some damage. Someday claims his first kill, and KT looking okay. Arrow over the wall, doing the damage with the auto attacks, but he gets caught and blown up. Hanlebong grabs that one. Meanwhile, Kuehl pushes out Shyvana yet again, in Prime looks like they've taken this fight.
Yeah, well, it's been a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, but it's mid for carry, and I think Arrow is a lot of the damage. Rookie might as well be dead for all intents and purposes.
Hachani did a lot of work in that fight.
Oh,
it's unfortunate that Arrow didn't stick closer to him because they split their focus over much. But Hachani hit multiple skill shots over the course of that fight that really changed the outcome and pushed it in KT's favor until they started splitting. They had an opportunity to kill Kuehl right there, but Arrow was on the other side. Arrow not going to have any summoners for the next fight either, which could be pretty problematic. So as we watch this again, Arrow looks like he gets caught out. Now watch this, gets hit by the Vial. He'll flash backwards after Wild Growth. Now, Pantheon going to come into zone out, so Arrow is getting some damage down here from the back line. But watch this, play over. Hachani flashes backwards, then grabs Hanlebong off Arrow again.
Rookie was also in danger there
now
too.
Watch this,
really
second
nice
lantern of the fight, pulls in Someday over the wall. So at this point, they had an opportunity to focus down Mundo. They didn't quite get it. Now they should have moved Arrow with that 90 caliber net actually lost the fight right there. If he had turned with the rest of his team onto Kuehl, that probably would have been a kill onto Alistair and then a subsequent Baron.
Yeah, that's right. But Hachani, you know, we talked about him making some mistakes earlier in the game, but redeeming himself a bit there. That was a great fight for him, but just not quite good enough for KT.
Well, Stinger actually now onto Zetchin. That is an item I have never seen on Lucian before, but does give you some pretty sweet attack speed bonuses if he's just going to be autoing over the course of a team fight. Hachani nearly gets burned down.
Culling's getting pretty scary too. All right, there we go. They're going to go on to Baron. They think they've pushed back KT enough, but have they? Arrow there as well. Needs to be careful that they don't engage over the wall. He has no summoners. Kakao there, Rookie, thinking about stealing. They're leaving Baron at some more health, and here comes Kakao. Oh, cancels the Grand Skyfall, and nobody wants to hit Baron. They don't want Rookie.
They got it.
Oh, they got it. Kakao steals Baron. Kuehl with a 4-man pulverize, though. Prime may be able to turn this fight. Kakao very low. Someday in the backlines, Ninja has to ult himself. Kuehl running away now. There's the ultimate. They do take down Hachani, so no more skill shots there. Kakao low as well. Prime turning. Oh, a nice barrel takes out Zetchin. And there goes Han the Bong. KT steals Baron and turns
Clutch.
it around. Beautiful, beautiful team fight from KT. That is what they needed. The Bullets are happy.
That was a crazy turnaround from KT right there. And it's really actually, the problem right there was that Prime, that wasn't actually that big of a risk at Baron. The problem was that that burst from Gragas again, red side Gragas, we've seen this happen time and time again, but they tried to leave it at enough HP. That was just extremely good coordination from the KT Bullets, or from the KT Arrows rather, to take that one.
Well, Kakao just waltzed in and smote it.
That was an insane Baron steal, especially considering that Hachani had already been chunked heavily before that fight, and Kakao and Rookie coordinating the burst right there is what really won it.
Let's watch this one.
Prime played this properly, right? They want to leave the Baron at about that much HP so that the burst doesn't happen. Now,
flash smite. There we go. Got it.
Well, actually, the barrel didn't even hit right there.
Need the barrel, a
little bit late, so they probably should have pulled out before that. That was the mistake, as Prime should have turned sooner. But even afterwards, they get a 4-man pulverize right there, but Kakao manages to get out and provide some more utility. Someday in the back line right there, zoning out 3 members. It delays Old B's ultimate on here, and then he clicks Hachani. That was a misclick. He meant to hit Arrow right there, and that is another thing that may have turned that fight around.
It's hard to pick Arrow out of that huge massive
that was
players,
definitely a misclick.
Yeah, you don't want to finish off Thresh with that Vi ultimate. And man, I mean, Kakao just doing work in that fight too, because if they had turned away from Kakao, they would have been able to capitalize on that 4-man pulverize too, and that could have turned around the fight as well. But just little things giving KT back that edge. They're ahead in gold now.
They are. I also, look at this, the Black Cleaver onto Pantheon. And what he's going to do is, because of Heartseeker Strike, he's actually going to apply multiple Black Cleaver stacks whenever he uses his E, and that's just going to help Shyvana and Caitlyn roll up.
Arrow will be tearing people apart.
He's getting close to that Infinity Edge too, and at that point, that's when the real outscaling will begin here.
We'll see if we get to that point. KT pressuring hard on the bong there. It's tagged by Someday. Waiting for that minion wave. Here it comes. They grab Han the Bong, so a little bit more damage onto him down to about a 3rd health, but Mundo has no problem healing up. Looks like they're being pretty aggressive with this. Old B does not go in with the Vault Breaker. Tense moment, but this Baron-powered KT Arrows could take it, but then again, this is still a very close game. If Prime has a good team fight, see it turn right around.
It's really dangerous for Caitlyn to walk up right now too because of Vi. With Assault and Battery, you can't even get close to that turret because you're still going to get hit by it, even if you 90 caliber net away. You can see how reluctant he is to go forward. Ooh, that was actually kind of dangerous. Vi was right there.
You're going to have to take a few risks to make this happen. Meanwhile, that inhibitor being down in mid is really hurting Prime.
Look at the nice trap placement. Arrow's been moving the traps forward just a little bit at a time.
The super minions are at the Nexus turret. Something needs to happen now. Zetchin pulls away, and that'll be the signal for KT to come in. Kakao getting in deep, trying to layer on those stacks with that Black Cleaver. Oh, they managed to jump onto Arrow in the back lines, but he barriers immediately and backs off. He is untouched. Oh, gets hit there, but I think he can kite it out. Han the Bong being a huge nuisance, but Prime chasing. They've gotten 2 kills already, and Arrow, I don't know if he can do enough. Rookie manages to take somebody down, but can they manage to win this team fight? Zetchin, there's a nice pulverize as well. KT still on the run. Zetchin doing a lot of damage. Arrow may get away, has to flash in there. This is an insane game, but somehow Prime Optimus has managed to retake the lead. They've got a huge minion wave in top lane.
And they just got the kill onto Arrow. Ninja managed to catch up.
60-second death timer now, 65 actually for Arrow. That is devastating. The teleport coming in from Han the Bong. They want to pressure this top lane. They'll be able to get that inhibitor. Their inhibitor is back in mid lane. Prime Optimus has had a great game, some small missteps, and they may be able to close this one out.
45 seconds until Caitlyn comes back up, and it does look like they're going to be able to close 4 for Shyvana.
I think they can do it. Oh, this is huge. Here we go. bringing him in. Shyvana gets pulverized immediately.
No
They
ult
take
for
out one
Shyvana.
Nexus turret. That's right, Zetchin trying to take back. Oh, Kakao jumps in, but he can't quite get the kill onto Zetchin. Achani doing work in the back lines, though.
Mundo just trying
that
to
is
rush
it.
down the turrets.
That is it. Someday, in trouble. The turrets are in trouble. There goes the Nexus turrets. Rookie is back. He's got a lot of damage. Pushed out immediately. There's a pulverize. There goes the Nexus. And Prime Optimus will 2-0 the group. Take down the KT Arrows and make it into Champion Spring.
That was a crazy game. Really fun to see. Now, KT Arrows at that bottom turret, they overcommitted to that. They were pushing in, and they had the super minions all tied up. They didn't have to all in under the turret. They could have been more deliberate about how they took down the tower, just poked it out, and instead they decided to dive. Way too dangerous. KT Arrows now have to play again tonight.
What an upset, man. What a huge upset. Kakao, the KT Arrows just look stunned. I'm looking at the